Welcome to another episode of Delicious Disasters. Today we are trying out a tasty recipe for Japanese jiggly cheesecake. This recipe, of course, comes from the YouTube channel Tasty. I really like Tasty's recipes because they look pretty easy to make, and I'm at a 50% pass rate right now. Before we start this recipe, I have to separate 13 egg whites from 8 egg yolks. I've never done this before. I did have to look it up on a video. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those spoons that strains things, so I'm just gonna do it by hand. So from what I've come to understand, I crack the egg, I shimmy the yolk out, and put it in a different bowl. Let's see how this works out. Surprise, that didn't go very well. I have a lot of yolk in my egg white, but hopefully it's gonna turn out anyway. All right, so over medium-high heat, we are going to whisk our cream cheese, butter, and milk together. Next, we are going to whisk the egg yolks until smooth, and then slowly drizzle in the cream mixture that we just made. Next, we are going to put in our flour and cornstarch and whisk it so that there's no lumps. We're supposed to sift it in. I don't have a sifter, so the internet told me I could just use a fork. So next we are going to beat our egg whites, which may contain some egg yolks, with a hand mixer until they form soft peaks. And then we're going to gradually add the sugar, and the peaks are going to get peakier. I've never done this, so we'll see how it turns out. So guys, I'm not really sure what's going on right now. In the video, those egg whites just whipped up real fine. Mine are pretty bubbly still, so I guess I'll just keep beating the eggs until they get fluffy. I'm gonna try and add the sugar, but it's not looking too good so far. Hopefully it still turns out without fluffy egg whites. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. These are not peaky egg whites. I'm gonna have to do a Google consult. So after a consult with the internet, apparently if I have any egg yolk in my egg whites, they are not going to peak. Now I could have just bought egg whites, but I thought I'd try and separate them myself. Fail. But I'm just gonna fold in this egg white mixture into the mixture we already made, and hopefully it turns out. So this is not how the Tasty video looked. I think this was supposed to be a lot firmer. But we're gonna line our cake pan with parchment paper and hope it works out. So I have my parchment paper. I'm gonna line my cake pan. Still don't know if there's a right side or wrong side to parchment paper. Please comment on this video and let me know. parchment paper isn't going very well. I might just use tin foil and spray it with some cooking spray. Okay, we are going to try again with tin foil, which I feel is a little more bendy. Shiny side up or down? I don't know. For some reason, this recipe says I have to line another baking pan with paper towel and pour hot water in it and then put the batter in. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now we are going to add the batter. First, we have to put raisins at the bottom of this. I don't really like raisins, but I'm gonna do what the recipe says. So our cake is going to bake for 25 minutes at 320 degrees, and then we're gonna reduce the heat to 280 degrees and bake it for another 55 minutes. My cheesecake just came out of the oven. So now Tasty says we have to invert the cheesecake, put it on a plate, and that's what makes it jiggle. So let's see if I can do that. Most of my cheesecake peeled off with the cake. That's okay. And there it is. Oh. All right. Here's our very jiggly cheesecake. I already know this one is a fail. I don't even have to do a taste test. I think my problem was in the egg whites, but let's try it out just to see. That's terrible. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I have probably ever made. So I get a fail. Thanks again, guys, for watching Delicious Disasters. This is going in the garbage. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to see more of these amazing creations.